In fairness, have I not asked to admit evidence? Have I not asked?
Just ask him what his evidence is so he can say this. I didn't say I had evidence, Your Honor. I was just pointing out that it's unfair that I don't have any evidence. Or at least not any evidence that would help me. Here you go. Look at Darrell's feet, y'all. Look at Darrell's baby tiny feet. Okay? Darrell, you got the littlest feet that anyone has ever had, okay? I ain't never gonna let you forget it, alright? Look at these things, y'all. Look at these little feet. Look at Darrell's socks that don't fit. Damn, Darrell. Socks run in sizes that are like that run from a range of like guy socks will be like, they'll start at like 8, size 8, and run up to like 12. How are you somehow wearing socks that are too fucking big? Like how how is that even possible? How is that possible? How is this possible? How? What size are Darrell's feet? Oh my Lord. Look, hold that. Hold up now. And what you ain't gonna do, Darrell, okay, is come up in here with this here situation you got. This is quite the little situation. What's going on? Look at this little tiny one here. You got a little one here too. Darrell, do better, honey. Do better. Do better, Darrell. You is awful head. Do better, Darrell. You know these ain't real dress. What's this situation going on right here? Look like something big and hairy's crawling up from your rear. Is that Bubba? Oh, Darrell, you ain't fool nobody. We know that this is a weave. Darrell, unbelievable. This beard's hiding your mouth. You got moo moo on your face. Moo. Oh, Darrell. Oh, Darrell. Oh God. Oh God, what is this? Okay, why? What is this? What, you got a rash? Is this a rash? What's going on with this? I'm gonna need for you to do something about that, boo. This ain't right, okay? It ain't right, all right? It ain't right. It ain't right. Yes, hit the like button for Mama. Mama be forgetting to say that. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Look at this. Darrell, do you realize what happened now? Where's this part of your eyebrow? Darrell, you missing some eyebrow. What happened? Did you fall? Was it when they slammed you on the ground? Did you lose your eyebrow in that whole skerfuffle that you said happened? Remember the skerfuffle, Darrell? Is that what it was? It was the skerfuffle, wasn't it? It was. You can tell me. Look at this. How these dreads and twists at the same time? This is a twist. Darrell got Senegalese twists. Oh, you got the Senegalese twist. Uh-oh, hey. Oh, Darrell had terrible skin. Look at this. This is the driest of all the skins. Woo! You need to exfoliate that nose, Darrell. Look at this. Oh, that's why his nose looks like that. It's full of like oil, probably like stuff. You can see it. It looks like it needs to be like He needs some Biore strips or something. Oh my God, Darrell is so little. Look at this shit. Darrell walking down the hall. He walking down the hall. He banged his face on a doorknob. You know. Darrell is doorknob height. Okay, do you hear me? Darrell is doorknob height. Okay, this is like just. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey Lolita. Hey boo. Just in here roasting Darrell by an open fire. You know. Ooh. Hey Latoya. Yeah, he looks hygienically incorrect. Yes. Something about hygiene. Yes. Incorrect. Yeah. Hygiene. Check. Incorrect. Absolutely. Oh, I know. He didn't jump over the fence. I think he just kind of leaned and rolled. Trying to, you know, like kind of, and kind of trying to throw himself over. That's how he slipped out of his slipper. It's also why he couldn't lean back over the fence to grab it. Yes, honey. Look at this thing. He is so little and he's such a unicorn. Look at this thing. Look at this one little hair. This one little hair was just rebellious. This is from the oh my God. I haven't done it in so long. What's the peninsula? That's his peninsula dread, you know? That one hair in the peninsula. Peninsula. Darrell had a peninsula horn. It was a peninsula unicorn. Bars. Then we got Darrell's humble abode. We've seen this one before. There's Darrell's chair. We got Darrell's desk over here. We got Darrell's toilet/sink combo. Got it. Got it. Check. Check. And that is the story of the Darrell. Look at this. Look at his dirty ass fucking jeans. I told y'all that his jeans were so soft because he hadn't washed them. He had been wearing them forever. They were full of skin cells. They were so soft that the police lady thought they were sweatpants. They felt like sweatpants. He's like, no, they were jeans. She's like, the hell if they were. She said, I'll be damned. Nuh-uh. Them was sweatpants, honey. I know what sweatpants feel like. Them was sweatpants. I know they might have looked like jeans, but they felt like sweatpants. You's dirty. Look at you. Look at this thing. Oh, to Christine. Christine, thank you.
That I do. I'm making a request merely to not be present for these proceedings.
That's all.
Obviously, I'm not needed because every decision that's been made here today has been made without my consent. That's clearly telling me that I'm not needed. I have never consented to anything that's going on here today.
No.
I haven't even been allowed to present any evidence.
Damn.
Which is something that I stated weeks ago.
Shoot. That
weeks.
Sucks.
You already knew, Your Honor, that I wanted things to present into evidence. I've asked numerous times for that and have been denied. And I don't understand why I'm not being able to adequately defend myself.
In your words, you're not being allowed to adequately defend yourself based upon your conduct in this courtroom and throughout these proceedings, and your unwillingness to follow the simple rules of decorum, courtesy, procedure, rules of evidence. You refused to answer a variety of questions this morning when this court went through the or attempted to go through the colloquy with you regarding your right to testify and your right not to testify. And because of that, and based on the case law that I cited this morning, I made a finding that you forfeited your right to present further testimony and evidence through other witnesses, and then you forfeited your right to testify on your behalf. I'm not going to revisit those, sir.
I'm not asking you to revisit them, but I'm just, they weren't correct.
I understand you will
because
disagree with
I never
that.
consented to it, and I never answered something.
I understand.
And
you
I
did
just
not
stated
consent
the
to
reason
that.
why I didn't answer, because I don't understand. You cannot force me to understand what you're asking. Can I
We'll
go to
turn
the other
the
courtroom?
state.
Since you don't have to answer any questions, but I have to answer all. Can I just go to the other courtroom?
Not at this time.
Why not? I keep telling you I don't understand these proceedings, and you just keep running right over my rights, like you don't even hear me saying anything.
Attorney Basie, are you handling the verdict forms? Go ahead.
Can I go to the other courtroom, please?
Running over my rights.
Are you waiving your right to be present in this
I'm
courtroom?
not waiving anything.
Then the answer is no.
I'm making a request.
Then the answer
Oh
is
my
no.
God.
Then how's it? So what? You gonna try to force me to?
I ain't trying to do shit. I don't know if you've noticed this, Darrell, but if you look down, you'll see some shackles on your feet. Shackles on your feet. So you're going to be wherever I put you. It's what I'm saying, okay? If I wanted to, as the judge, I could take those shackles, hook them to the back of a goddamn toilet, and there you would be, shackled to the toilet. So you're going to be wherever I say you's going to be. And that's that on that. No cap.
To interrupt and do all this so you
I'm
can
not
make the
forcing you,
record
sir. I'd
and
like
make
you
it
to be
seem like
here.
I forfeited something that I came in here as
Hey,
soon as we got
Luis.
on the record and made a request to not be present for these proceedings. But when I'm making a request to avoid the drama and all that,
Sir,
Darrell, think of it like this. If you had asked to be sent home today, do you think that we would send you home today? So what is making you think that you just get the request to be placed places? I'm just saying. What is giving you that impression that you are living in a world at this point in your life where you have choices, honey? The fact that you up in here trying to be choosy is hilarious. I would prefer to be in the other room, Your Honor. It would just be like more convenient for me. I just want to go over there, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to magically shimmy out of these here shackles, and I'm going to go over there. Okay?
the only one with the drama is you.
It's you too. You the big contributor to the whole thing.
Mr. Brooks, I
Gaslighting.
have to preside over this case.
Yeah,
I have
and
to
you haven't
make
been
determinations.
impartial or fair yet.
Oh my God.
Mr. Brooks, I have a question to the
His version of fair is being like his mama and telling him it's okay what he done. You didn't mean to do. Oh my God. Who remembers, one in the chat, if you recall, Dawn, Darrell's mother, talking about he didn't mean to hurt nobody. He didn't mean to hurt nobody after he just got finished shooting at his nephew and running over his girlfriend's foot in the exact same vehicle. One in the chat, if you recall Dawn opening her trap, her pie hole, and saying that Darrell didn't mean to hurt anybody. He didn't mean to hurt nobody. You know, that's why he was living in my car / his house in the driveway, because he didn't mean to shoot at his nephew, my grandson. He didn't mean it, y'all. Okay? You know, he didn't mean it, is what I'm telling you. He was a caged bird, he was. I know why the caged bird sings. He sings because he don't have to listen to Darrell no more and see his face. That's why he sings. He sings from joy.
the state. I ask that you not interrupt. And that
It's not about me
response.
interrupting. It's about me attempting to understand. I've been saying that since we came in here.
Mr. Brooks, I
You
will.
can't-
I
you
will
can't
respond
force me to
as follows
understand.
to that. You waived your right to counsel.
I didn't waive my right to no counsel. I gave you the
Waived your
contract.
right.
I didn't waive my rights in the council. Look at Darrell. He's like, I did not ask for this. This is not exactly the thing that I had asked for. This ain't it. Okay? I had asked to be found not guilty and set free so that I can go and finish the job I started on Erica. That, you know, that's his plan. If they were to let him go right now, I promise you, Darrell would go straight looking for Erica. He would go straight looking for Erica. He don't learn nothing. If from that he would learn, see, I'm smarter than them. They can't hold me down, even though I'm so little and literally anybody could hold me down.
I did not. And you won't sit here and say that for the record, because that is not what happened.
You are
no.
incorrect.
So we don't have the, do we have the paperwork? Because I believe that I gave you the paperwork back that you...
Mr. Brooks, you
I gave it to you, altered,
clearly
and did not waive it.
Have been presenting a nuanced argument regarding
That
the
is
right
not
to
true,
counsel
Your Honor. That is not
versus
true.
the right to assistance of counsel.
That is not true.
That's a pretty sophisticated argument. That's why I believe you fully understand what's going on in this courtroom.
I don't fully understand.
I disagree with your characterization.
I disagree with your characterization.
Oh my God. Yeah, Darrell is very much tantrum. The thumbnail is completely accurate. Darrell is definitely having a tantrum. For sure.
The right to counsel.
You know that you accepted the way that I gave it to you. So you shouldn't have did that if you had questions of me not understanding.
I don't have any questions whatsoever.
You definitely do, because I'm telling you right now I don't understand, and you still won't even acknowledge the fact that I'm saying in open court on the record that I don't understand something.
Darrell, you said a lot of things on the stand in open court. So first of all, you're not on the stand. Let's first clear that up. Okay. You never quite made it there, did you, Darrell? You never quite made it. That would have been hilarious. Oh, maybe he'll represent himself in this trial on Monday. Well, you know, this is the hearing. But it's another opportunity for Darrell to question himself. Darrell should have been questioning himself his whole life. Everything he's ever done, he should have sat back and questioned himself. Okay? Talked himself out of every decision he ever actually made. He was always wrong. Packet agreements. Hey, Mag. What's up, boo?
I haven't waived anything. You made decisions today that I didn't consent to.
Hey, George.
That I explained I did not answer because I didn't understand, which is my right to say that.
Right, Mr. Brooks, you are
also my Fifth
interfering with
Amendment
the
right to
proper
be
and
silent.
orderly administration of these proceedings. I understand that you disagree with the decisions that I have made, but you aren't respectful of the decisions. You keep wanting to debate them and argue them. That is not the proper legal recourse at this time. I have asked you if you're willing to waive your right to be present. You indicated you're not. And yet you continue to interrupt.
You said waive. I'm not waiving anything.
Then that's why you're here until I make a finding that you, by your conduct, are forfeiting your right to be present.
Well, make the finding and kick me out. Make the finding and hold me in contempt, which is what you waiting to do anyway. That's why that courtroom is set.
If she was waiting to do anything, Darrell, guess what she would do? She would do the anything, okay? She don't need permission to do whatevers. She can do whatevers. And even if it ain't right, and even if it goes against the whatevers and the Constitution and the rules and such and how and etc., it won't matter because everyone fucking hates you and they're gonna let her get away with it. We're gonna sweep it under the rug and we're gonna say, well, now it's legal in Darrell's case. That's what we're gonna say, okay? Getting up underneath of this here prison by any means necessary, okay? By any means necessary.
Set up the way it has for the whole time, because at some point it's anticipated that I will be over there.
Look at him. He's like, come on, say something back. So
not
that
impartial, and which is biased. It's judicial misconduct.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is a lesson, actually. See what's happening? He says a thing, and he's pausing, and he's staring at her. He's waiting for her to respond. She doesn't respond, which then causes him to continue to talk. This is a tactic. This is a tactic. This is a tactic used to get information out of people. Actually, you can, you ask them something that they're probably lying about, right? You ask them the basic question, and then you just be quiet. They give you their lie, whatever answer, or their piece of partial truth answer, and then you don't reply. You just steady stand there kind of staring at them. So they'll say their little piece of answer, and then they'll stop and wait for you to respond. But if you don't respond, they'll start talking again, and they'll say something else. Then they'll wait and they'll pause. Still say nothing. So they'll start talking again. By the end of it, they've told everything. They will feel like a liar will fill in all the blank, the muted space. Like liars can't have dead air time. Basically, think of it like that. All you got to do is be quiet and they'll just talk. They'll just talk.
I stated from the beginning, sir, that the goals of this trial.
So you reading from the paper, or are you reading, or are you just citing what you know?
Number one, sir, is during the evidentiary phase of this was to control the presentation of evidence so as to ensure fairness and reliability of the criminal trial process.
And I offered evidence that you didn't allow.
Developing relevant facts upon which a determination of guilt or innocence can be made. Protecting the jurors.
How have my rights been protected, Your Honor, if I can't even put evidence into
Disagreement with the
I
court
can't even admit evidence.
decisions, sir.
Yeah, but how can I defend myself if I can't even present evidence?
But sir, you have not been willing to follow the rules of civility
But
and
that doesn't have
decorum
anything to do with my evidence.
It has everything.
I could have did that from the other courtroom too, correct?
Sir, you...
If I can be present from the other courtroom, I should be able to present evidence from the other courtroom as well.
And you, by your conduct this morning, sir, are not willing to answer the most basic of questions about whether...
The totalitarianism.
Have I not asked, in fairness, have I not asked to admit evidence? Have I not asked?
Just ask him what his evidence is so he can say, what evidence? I don't know now. Like, tell him he can go ahead, and now is the moment where he's supposed to, give his evidence. Go on and say that, and watch as he, retracts his statement. Says, I didn't say I had evidence, Your Honor. I was just pointing out that it's unfair that I don't have any evidence. Or at least not any evidence that would help me. I do have evidence that would get me the death penalty, okay? But not evidence that would help. What I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you, Judge.
More than once?
Mr. Brooks, you have not asked to present any evidence.
Yes, I have. You told me we weren't at the evidentiary phase.
Manner.
How would I know that if you didn't answer the question?
As your own attorney, you proceed at your own peril sometimes.
That
whether you have a
to
full
do with
understanding of the rules of procedure and rules of evidence or not. And I made that abundant.
It does, Darrell. It does, because you don't know when you're supposed to give it. You don't know how you're supposed to give it. You don't know any of these things. And you know why? Because you're not a lawyer. You're not an attorney, but you decided to pretend to be one for the live stream. And I appreciate it. I do. Because hilarious. But this is definitely your fault, Darrell. You did this, all of this. Your fault.
Me being able to present evidence.
So, Mr. Brooks,
nothing I presented have been able to be admitted into evidence.
I am turning to the state for a discussion of the verdict forms. If you interrupt me or them again, then I will make a finding that you forfeited your right to be present.
Make the finding.
And you will appear from the neighboring courtroom.
You want me to appear from the neighboring courtroom?
I don't.
Just let me go.
Attorney Basie, go ahead.
Just let me go.